Well, hello, weary traveler. Today we are going to be painting this spooky Draugr bust I 3D printed a few years ago. This guy has been sitting in my damaged prints pile due to the large divots and poor support removal. However, I'm going to try and use this texture to my advantage this time around. I also printed a little plain base for him to sit on, fit for a king, or undead lord, I guess. Starting off with a layer of Wraithbone, I'm covering the entire skull so we have a simple base to work on. Next, I'm adding a thin layer of yellow over the base layer and green into the eye sockets. We are going to go for a little glowing effect. I know it's looking a little crazy right now, but as with all of my projects, it's a trust the process sort of adventure. Next, I'm going in with a light layer of Nuln Oil all over the skull, and then straight back in with Wraithbone again, except this time dry brushing so the neon yellows and greens are just peeking through. After that dried, I added a final wash with a dark brown and got ready to do some highlights on the skull using Wraithbone again. It is all about layers on this one. With a touch of Moot Green packed on my dry brush, I'm going back over the eye sockets and blending it down towards the cheekbones. This will help us get that glowing effect. Before going overboard with even more layers, I took a break from the face and started on the armor. We are doing a slight ombre with a black, dark gray, and light gray for the chest plate, helmet, and pauldron, making sure to blend thoroughly. Now you know I can't keep myself away from washes, so I'm going back with Nuln Oil again over the painted armor pieces to hopefully add some depth and shine. Now it's time for some metallic accents. I'm going in with a dark gunpowdery metallic to do all of the armor's decorative details. With a lighter metallic, I'm doing a slight dry brush over the armor to add additional shine to the high points. Back to the face, I'm getting up close and personal with the Draugr's eyes and adding 2 dots of Corax White. Then adding a final layer of a bright green wash to get that mock glowing effect. Now, this Draugr Lord is a rugged guy who likes his neutrals and dark colors. To keep things monochromatic, I'm doing the cape in Abaddon Black, then doing a heavy dry brush of a dark bluish gray. For some added pizzazz, I wanted to give the cape a fun design. I wish I could say this was planned out with accuracy, but I kind of just went in with a detail brush, started doodling, and hoped for the best. Now, remember when I said we were sticking with neutrals? Well, that kind of went out the window. I decided to opt for more color, of course. Using the same contrast paint I used on the eyes, it's going all over the cape too. Last step was completing the rest of the bone elements with a few washes to match the face, and then we were ready for the final reveal. And here he is. Has he been slumbering in a dank crypt for 500 years, or maybe enlisting an army of the undead to take over the world? Who knows, but he's here looking powerful and menacing as ever. I must say it was quite fun using such a limited color scheme on this one. I truly hope you enjoyed following along on this painting project, and I hope to see you back here very soon. Until next time, traveler.